Hey, what's up, everybody? Another great episode of Fourth Person Point of View, baby. Something I wanted to talk about today that I think would be very beneficial for some of y'all. Some of y'all probably sleep on this because I used to sleep on it myself, but somebody told me, so I'm going to tell you. So, this past weekend, I was headed to Atlanta, and it was late. It was about, I was coming through about 11:30. So I was hungry, so I stopped at a McDonald's, right? So I stopped at this McDonald's, and I was talking to this little sister in the drive-thru, just, casual conversation. And I asked her, I said, "You buying these stocks in McDonald's?" She said, "No, we don't have any." I said, "Yeah, y'all got them." She said, "No, we don't have any." I said, look, sweetheart, y'all do have them." I said, "Now, nobody's ever told you about the stock plan?" She said, "No, sir." I said, "Ask your manager about it." And I said, "Buy some of them stocks while you're here." And I said, "How long have you worked here?" She said, "About 8 months." I said, "Yeah, I don't know what I don't know if there's like a probation period that you have to work at a company a certain amount of time. But I said, you should ask your manager." And I said, "Buy a few of them." And she said, "Okay, I'll look into it." And she was happy. And so a lot of people work at jobs like that and they don't take advantage of everything the company has to offer. So I learned this when I was going to Grambling State. My junior year, I was looking for a job, so I got hired at Lowe's, right? So I was working at Lowe's actually full time. I ended up working there full time and going to college full time. So one of my co-workers, who was an older guy, he asked me if I was buying any stocks. And I said, "No, man, I'm just here until I get my degree." And he said, "It don't matter." And so I blew him off. I was a hot-headed youngster. And he said, "No, it's an automatic win-win for you." And he called me over to his computer, and he showed me his. And I was like, "Damn." And so he put me on game. And actually, I'm lucky to cross paths with a guy like him, because he went to college at MIT. Yeah, MIT. So he had a corporate job. He was an engineer. He had a corporate job, and what happened was he had heart problems. And he said the doctor called him in the office one day and, the doctor told him, he said, "You got two options. Either you leave this job and live, or you can let it go, or you can keep it and die." So he said he stepped away from his corporate job, and then it turned into a few years, and that's how he ended up working at Lowe's. And I was like, "Oh, that's interesting, man." And he's like, "Yeah, but you still have to take advantage of everything around you." So let me teach you what he taught me. Just like those two little sisters at McDonald's, they looked at McDonald's like, just a job. and that's what it is. But those jobs have more. So let me tell you here. I'm going to read to you. So it's called an ESPP, Employee Stock Purchase Plan. So I'm gonna give you a definition. I could tell you, but I like giving definitions where you can go look it up yourself. So this is from MorganStanley.com. So it says an ESPP allows you to purchase company stock at a discounted price, often between 5 to 15% off the fair market value. And it says you make your contributions into the plan via payroll deductions and on set dates. The company purchases shares on your behalf at a discount with the funds accumulated and delivers them to you. Like most company benefits, participation is optional for employees. Terms to know: you have the offering period, the period of time during which your payroll deductions accumulate to purchase shares on your behalf. Purchase period: a shorter time period within the offering period. For example, a 12 or 24-month offering period may include a series of purchase periods. Then you got the purchase date, the date at the end of the purchase period on which shares are purchased for you, and of course the purchase price. This is the price you pay for the shares on the purchase date, and is typically set at a discount to the stock price. It's an important price to know for tax purposes. So, employee stock purchase plan. So what I told the little sisters in the drive-thru, I said, "Okay, you work at McDonald's And I asked them how much they made, and they told me like $11. That's not a lot of money. It's not. But they were like, young ladies, 17, 18 years old. So they probably wasn't buying too much. So that's fine. So I told them, you got the employee stock purchase plan, right? And so when you hear about these companies, any company, they have benefits. But what happens, a lot of people don't take full advantage of these benefits. That's why you hear all these people, especially during President Obama's administration, they kept targeting Walmart saying, pay your workers more, pay your workers more. I told them the same thing I'm telling you. You have to think like these companies. These companies are not in business for you. They're in business for themselves. But if you take full advantage of everything the company offers, they feel like they've given you more than you deserve. So when you're working for any company, this is the mindset you want to have. It's kind of like you work for the big company and you are a small micro version of them, even with the stock plan. So if you are, say the stocks are $10. So they're $10 a share, right? And the employee discount is 15%. 15% discount. So when you take your contribution, which I told you they take it out like they do taxes or any other thing, you contribute X amount of dollars before that purchase date, and then on that date they purchase however many they can based off what you contribute. And if you smart like I was when I was going to college, once I learned what was going on, what did I do? I would work overtime. I purposely worked overtime because I realized they only take out a percentage. And I wanted my percentage to be big because I realized it was an automatic win-win-win for me because we're purchasing them at a rate different from everybody on the outside. So if you get a 15% discount, that means, what is that, $1.50 off? So $1.50, and you end up paying $8.50. So employee price, and this is that's the price everybody else pay. So if you get a 15% discount as an employee, they take $1.50 off, and the price you pay for the stock is $8.50. And like the guy explained to me, if you pay $8.50 and the damn stock is already trading at $10, what do you get? You got an automatic $1.50 profit. Now, if the stock in 6 months is up to $11, when I buy it myself at $10, and I buy it, when I buy it at $10 and it goes up $1 to $11, I'm happy because I can say I made $1. You, on the other hand, you paid $8.50. You're $1.50 ahead plus another $1. You $2.50 ahead. You see where I'm going with this? So you are always gonna win. And when I complain about my $10 stock going down $1, I'm at $9. When it go down, you're not even gonna feel it. You won't feel it because you automatically got the room to lose. You see where I'm going with this? It's a win-win for you. You can't lose. And that's why I'm glad I worked with that guy, because like he told me, it's a employee stock purchase plan. it's kind of like a gift the company gives to you. And like the young ladies told me, they said, nobody told us. Did you just hear what I read here? It's optional. Let's go back and double check that there. Yeah, it says, yeah, it's optional. Yeah. It said, with the funds accumulated and delivers them to you. Like most company benefits, participation is optional for employees. Nobody's going to tell you this. And that's why he told me. Because he told me, nobody's going to tell you. And nobody told me but him. I walked across that store and I asked a couple other guys, I said, hey man, y'all buy the stocks? They was like, what stocks? I said, the employee stock purchase plan. They like, nah, we don't mess with that. I don't even know what that is. I was like, damn. So I thank God for him because he put me on game. Just like I told them little sisters right there. But I found out every company has this. Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, Bank of America. But a lot of people don't take advantage. And that's one of the reasons when people say, hey, Walmart, pay your workers more. Walmart be sitting back looking at you like, what more do you want us to do? We paying them a wage. We give them stock options. They don't take it. And then they have tuition assistance. That's something else that people don't get from a company. So you got that. So what is Walmart's ticker symbol? Like WMT? Yeah, WMT. That's Walmart's ticker symbol. WMT. That's Walmart's ticker symbol there. So if you work for Walmart and they're paying you, I think President Obama was trying to get the wage like $15 an hour. I'm not sure if he did or not. So we'll just say $15 an hour. $15 an hour. If they give you $15 an hour, what else is that company going to give you? They're going to give you tuition assistance. That's your wage. Then they're going to give you tuition assistance. And it'll probably be, it's some certain amount that they know you need to put towards an education or pay for a whole degree. So your tuition assistance, this is college. And then the employee stock purchase plan. This is your discounted. So that company is looking at your dumb ass like, when you say, give us more money, they saying, shit, what more do you want? And I have to agree with them. They giving you a wage, which you agreed to that wage. They didn't tell you you had to come there. And if you move up to management, I found out, and when this guy told me this, I went and asked the manager. And he's like, yep, I do. So at Walmart or Lowe's, say the manager makes $100,000 a year, and they get a bonus. It's because if the store hits certain target points, your management gets a bonus. But if the store manager, when the store manager gets his bonus or her bonus, when they get their bonus, they might say you're gonna get a $50,000 bonus. We're gonna give you $20,000 in cash and $30,000 in stocks. And I asked the manager, he said sometime they give you 3. He said, depending on the amount, it could be all cash, it could be all stocks, or it could be a mixture of both. Now, the smart thing to do, depending on the terms, if they're going to give you $20,000 worth of stocks, it depends on, I guess, at what time. If they give you $20,000 worth of stocks at this price right here, then guess what you just did? You automatically made a profit. Now, I'm not Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm not some financial expert at Charles Schwab or E-Trade. I'm just sharing this information with you. So you got to go talk to an expert to get the proper information, because I don't know how every company does their bonuses to their upper management. But if they did give you the stocks at the discounted rate, I mean, it's win-win for you. So when you're working for these companies, this is a good mindset to have. You go work for any company, you know they paying you a wage. You want to look at the education benefits. That's how you better yourself. Learning, my people perish for the lack of knowledge. So if they have a $1,000 to $5,000 tuition assistance, take it. It can either help you grow in that company or it will help you grow as a person. And the discounted stock options are an automatic profit for you. And when you leave that company, you can take that with you, which is what I did. I mean, if I could go back and do it over, the little stocks I was buying at Lowe's when I went to college, I would have kept them. But, you know, I graduated and moved on and I cashed out. But if you put all this together, you're making more than $15 an hour. You are. And like I said, when you get that 15% discount, which if you remember, it's set 5 to 15%. So every company is different. But any discount price on a stock to you as an employee is an automatic profit. Unless the company just completely go down. But yeah. So that's something I wanted to share with y'all though. So no matter where you work at, Walmart, McDonald's, Lowe's, Home Depot, Burger King, shit, Bank of America, get in a mindset of going to a company, to an employer, and take advantage of everything they have for you. Your wage, college, tuition assistance, and you got to buy the damn discounts. There was a boy in the Army with me. We were stationed in Tennessee together. And he told me, he said, man, my mom worked for AT&T. And he said she worked at AT&T back in the day, like early 90s, late 80s or somewhere up in there. And he said, man, she bought all these stocks at the employee stock rate. He said she told him that when she died, she's gonna leave all the stocks to him and his sister. And I said, how much is it? He said, man, she's got $1 million worth of stocks. I said, you bullshit. He said, yeah. He said, she told me when she dies, she's gonna leave all that to me and my sister. And he said that his mom told him that's gonna be her gift to them. Cause she didn't look at the stocks like they were, you know, even though it was $1 million worth of stocks, she didn't pay that for them. And he said she just bought them over the years and they accumulated, you know, and this was 2000 and, I met him in 2014, 15, somewhere up in there. And so his mom had bought them stocks like in the 80s, late 80s or early 90s. So you just think about all them years that they accumulated. And that's when AT&T was growing. So it evolved over time. You get this discounted rate. And then, like I said, they pay dividends and stuff. So you get to making all this money. So that's just something I wanted to share with you all. Like I said, I went to McDonald's and I stopped through the drive-thru and told those two little sisters that, and they were happy. They was like, nobody ever told us nothing like that. And I said, hey, that's what we're here for, to share information and teach people stuff like this. And who knows, maybe they'll, you know, get involved and buy a couple. Maybe they'll see profit, and who knows, they might end up being managers one day and buy more, and they could be millionaires or whatever. But it's kind of neat there though. So that's all I got for you today. This has been another great episode of Fourth Person Point of View, baby. I'm out.